Hello Taurus, how are you? This is Lisa from Soul Searcher Tarot, and I'm here to do your May 2020 general reading. It's a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everybody. Take what does, leave what doesn't. If you enjoy the reading, if you can give me a thumbs up, a share, subscribe. If you want to write me a comment, I'd love to hear from you. If you're new to my channel, I hope you enjoy it and you get to see you again sometime. If you've been here before, I really do appreciate the support, and I hope to get to see you again. Alright, let's see, this is for Taurus, May 2020, general read. Alright, got an Ace of Swords, your central issue. And then you have the Three of Swords, and that's your conflict. The Eight of Pentacles down below. Judgment is in your recent past. What's above is the Magician. The Chariot is in the immediate future, possible outcomes. You're represented by the Empress. Your environment is around the Ten of Cups. Then your fears and hopes is Knight of Wands. And then the Hierophant is your outcome. Alright, let's see what we could gather from this. Alright, let's see. So we start out with your central issue. And that's possibly a new start in analyzing something, communicating. Oops. I feel like getting your point across. And then we have what's conflicting you is the Three of Swords. So it's very possible there's some grief going on. You might be you're feeling upset about something. I don't know if it was a relationship or it was something going on in a family. But your issue about it was that you wanted to get your point across about something. You were taking a situation and you were kind of like analyzing it and trying to communicate your feelings about it. And that's because then this Three of Swords is crossing you. So it's like, is it the Ace of Swords happened and then you got the grief coming in? Or is the grief coming in along with the Ace of Swords? I'm going to clarify them, see if we can find out anything better. Now we got the Eight of Pentacles here. And this is what lies below. All right, and this is... You're trying to get something to be so specific, like you're putting in a lot of work on something. Now it could be, I don't know if it's about your issue with the communication issue, I don't know if it's about your job, or even a relationship, but you're trying to be very meticulous. You don't want anything that you do in this situation to be not perfect. Now, in the past, you received the Judgment card. This feels like you may have, or somebody else may have, made a judgment call in the past that is affecting your today. So I don't know if it was a judgment call on a relationship or a situation that you were in. And then we got the Magician. He's in the possible future, which is manifesting and creating something. And what this guy does is he gives you the path and he shows them to you, and then you have to make the point of picking the path that you're going to choose. And I'll know better when we clarify, but again, it might be about a relationship, it might be about work. And then we have the Chariot, and that's an immediate future. And the Chariot can be like movement. It could be trying to keep everything in order, trying to keep your ducks in a line type of thing. It can also be a movement. So let's see. Now you came up with the energy of the Empress, and she is harmony and beauty, fertility. Possibly you might be pregnant, you might be hearing about somebody being pregnant. Very nurturing, very caring, very strong in her ability to grow things. And obviously not just plants, but just to be able to nurture something into like a good harvest, I want to say. And then your environment's the 10 of Cups, which that's great because it's like happy home, happy life. And this it's a wonderful card, but just so you know, the 10 of Cups is your happy home, your happy life. It's not this cliche of what a happy home and happy life is. All right, and then you got the Knight of Wands. Now this isn't about your hopes and fears. And this is a message coming into you. Now it could be about that possible relationship that gave you grief. Could be about your job. Something in your life, there's going to be a message coming in. Maybe you're afraid of the message, or you're hoping for the message. So I guess either way, you're supposed to get a message. All right, and then the Hierophant in your possible outcome. He's very spiritual. He's very traditional. He's all about having things a certain way, making sure, don't skew from the path. We're going to do it this way kind of feelings. Now he is about marriage and weddings, so there could be a wedding coming in, which is weird. Because I'm looking at the Empress, and it keeps directing my eyes back to the Empress. And very possible, this is not going to be for everybody, and, but if there is a pregnancy here, then possibly a marriage coming in, and that's what the messages are all about, or what you're expecting. Maybe you're hoping to get an answer, because the happy home is already here. So maybe you just want to make it official. Okay, let's see if we can clarify and find out anything. All right, what can you tell me about the Ace of Swords for Taurus, May 2020? What can you tell me about the Ace of Swords for Taurus, May 2020? Not too many. Ace of Swords, Taurus, May 2020. Ace of Swords again, all right. All right, it's very strongly pointing towards your communication. And then the Empress again. All right, very strong communication in regards to this energy, this Empress energy. Thank you. And the Four of Coins. Now, the way this makes me feel is just like, all right, you're stressing this communication part. This communication is very important to you. However it's going to go, it's important. And the Empress, I feel like that's reflecting on the person that that is the person you're in a relationship with. Then we got the Four of Coins, and this is where you're like kind of hold on to everything you have. You don't want to give up anything else. So maybe you're feeling like, okay, you got to save for something. You have to put some money aside for a rainy day type feeling. Let's see, what about the Three of Swords? What can you tell me about the Three of Swords? Too many. Three of Swords for Taurus. Three of Staffs. Ten of Staffs. And Death. Alright. Now what came out, clarifying the Three of Swords, is the Three of Staffs. So something's coming into you. There's definitely something on the way. You're feeling a little bit burdened about it. You want to make sure that, you're prepared for it and you're ready for it. Because with Death coming in, there's going to be a change. Something's changing. So something has to end for something new to come in. Now, I don't know if this would be referring to a pregnancy or the marriage. But whatever is coming into you, something has to die, not literally, but can't remember that word, but in that sense. Because it's going to be a whole new life, possibly. Like, whatever the situation is, you're going to have a new life after it, after whatever this is that comes in. Be it marriage, be it baby. You feel burdened. You're a little overstressed by it. But not necessarily unhappy, just feeling a little burdened by it. Let's see what we can find out about the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here for Taurus? Page of Staffs. Something new coming. Creativity. Oops. Queen of Staffs, thank you. And the King of Coins. Alright, so now if I'm thinking, you got the Eight of Pentacles. The King of Coins and the Queen of Staffs. Here's like, you're willing to do the hard work for what's going to come about it. You're willing to work hard and put this precise touches on it. And you're feeling very confident in whatever it is that you're doing here. And then you got this new start in creativity and ideas. Wow. I don't know what. Alright. Making a nursery just popped into my head. Wow. So it's possible maybe you are decorating a nursery. Maybe you're getting something. Maybe you're getting ready for a baby. Or for a child in your home. Or something to that effect. And I'm wondering why the grief would be here. Except for maybe it's just maybe the situation previously. What about the Judgment? Can you tell me about Judgment for Taurus 2020? Four of Staffs. Seven of Swords. And Temperance. Thank you. Okay, well, in your recent past, there was happy home. There was, celebrating, having a good time. But something went not right. And either you felt that you needed to pick your swords up and go, or, yeah, you felt like that's what it feels like. It's possible that somebody else was taking something from you, but this actually feels like you just needed to uproot, pick you up and go. So maybe you moved recently, maybe, I don't feel like it was a job, but possibly it is. But it's possibly moving to another location. And, you choosing to do that, even though everything was happy where you are, but there was something that wasn't working well with you. Then you had to have temperance, which is patience and balance, just to be able to make that move happen. All right, and the Magician, let's see what he's got to say. The Magician for Taurus, May 2020. Magician for Taurus, May 2020. Tell me about Magician for Taurus, May 2020. Yep. Ace of Coins. Well, you're going to start manifesting another idea of how to make money. And you're going to be moving forward in something. I think you have an idea in your head of what you can do to be able to bring in an opportunity with a lot of options available. Alright, so you had a lot of options. I feel like you might have left something recently. You had a good home base and everything like that, your family and everything, but you went, I don't know, it could have been a job, you just wanted to get out of that one and brought you here. So you're manifesting something with the Magician, and you have a lot of options to offer. A lot of options are being offered to you. And you're either going to move towards it quickly or keep going to look for it because you have a whole bunch of options available. Oops. All right, and on the Chariot, we got the Fool. Too many came through. All right, Chariot. Chariot, Taurus 2020. Chariot, Taurus 2020. The Eight of Cups and the Five of Staffs. Alright, so when you're on the Chariot, you're with the Chariot. Now if this is a move into a situation, it's getting into something that you've never really been involved in before. It's like a whole new path, like a leap of faith. And you do have the Eight of Cups, and it's going to make you're going to have to go away from something that doesn't work for you anymore. And with the Five of Staffs, there's going to be some conflict. So maybe you are up and leaving another job. Or maybe you're fighting with your person about your new adventure, your new path that you're going to take. Let's see, why is the Empress here? Why is the Empress here? Why is the Empress here for Taurus? Seven of Coins and the Devil. Alright. So you're doing the work. Whatever it is that you're doing work for it. And Judgment. Alright. You're doing work. But there is Judgment coming in on this. And the Devil. Alright. You're willing to do the work for it. You know more is going to be coming in. More abundance is going to be coming in for you. But with the Devil tied in with the Judgment here, it's fake. You are tied into something that you don't really want to be tied into something. Now, I don't know if it's, an addiction or just like a bad attitude or a bad situation. But Judgment is saying, okay, you're making a judgment call. You're balancing something. You're trying to figure out what you need to have happen to make it successful. It's the Ten of Cups. Tell me about the Ten of Cups. Thank you. Oh, and on Ten of Cups, we got the Ten of Swords. That seems to be an ending. So whatever situation you have bad feelings towards, you can't get up after this, right? It's over. Something had to die for something new to come in. So I don't know if it was your happy home or it was just something around the happy home. Let's see. The Hangman and the Ace of Cups. All right. There's still feelings. There's love. But you're taking a minute. You have to look at something in a different way. So you're like just looking at it from a different perspective. So maybe this happy home and the Ten of Swords, there's a different perspective coming in here. You have to look at something differently. And what about Knight of Wands? Alright, Knight of Wands. Can you tell me about Knight of Wands? Can you tell me about the Knight of Wands for Taurus, May 2020? Strength. Oops. Way too many. Moon. Shapers. And the Knight of Swords. All right. I'm thinking you didn't get a clear answer on whatever message you were waiting in on. Okay? Some things might not have been clear, might have been hidden. But you need to be strong while you're finding out. And this Knight of Swords is a quicker, stronger messenger. So I'm thinking whatever was going on here that you were waiting on an answer for, or you were waiting on a message to receive, something didn't get clear. Now, I don't know if you were waiting for somebody to tell you something. I don't know if they were waiting for you to tell them something. But something didn't get communicated the way it needed to be. So you're still on like this hangman type feeling. So you're waiting for something, but you didn't get a clear answer yet. Let's see about the Hierophant. What else can you tell me? For Taurus, May 2020. What about the Hierophant? Can you tell me about the Hierophant? Six of Staffs, Two of Staffs, and Ten of Coins. All right. Well, with the Hierophant here, I said whether it was marriage or a wedding, counsel of some sort. There's going to be a victory, and you're going to have choices to make. And either way, there's going to be some kind of form of abundance coming into you. Now, it might be abundance of ideas. It might be abundance of money, if it is like a wedding or having the birth of a baby. But there's definitely going to be abundance coming out to you. All right. See. It got a little confusing, but yeah, just in the past, it looks like you made a judgment call, picked up you and your happy little home, and you went away. So maybe you moved. Then you started doing something very precise, very, very particular. And you're working hard at it. And then you were manifesting with the Magician. You had a lot of options. You were moving towards something. And then you had your leap of faith and new path taken, where you seen you had to move away from something for something to come through for you. There was a little bit of conflict involved. And when you're taking this energy of this Eight of Pentacles and being very meticulous and everything, the energy that you're taking is from like the King of Coins. He's very strong, he's sure. And he knows that he's going to work hard to get where he needs to go. And then you got the Queen of Staffs, who's very, she's charismatic and she's a natural leader. So this is just all in one person. And I think it's you taking on the energy of that. So there was a judgment going on. Death came in. But there ends up being a death to have something start new. So death of one thing. The Empress, very nurturing person, and that could just be you in general. Or there could be a baby involved. Alright, and your Ten of Cups ended up with the Ten of Swords. But you then got the Ace of Cups also. And the Hangman was there. So you just needed to take a pause. I mean, put things back together. So, okay, the Ten of Cups wasn't there, but it's over. Whatever was going on, it's over. And you just took a pause, Hangman, go back into your Ace of Cups. And then you had the Strength and your Knight of Swords to maybe push forward the messenger that you were looking for. You're pushing forward the message that you weren't able to get, that you were having trouble deciphering. And so you had to be strong to do that. Or be firm. And then the Hierophant was possible abundance and celebration and victory. Okay, Taurus, I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, if you give me a thumbs up, a share, subscribe, write me a message. I'd love to hear from you. And I will be seeing you in June. All right, talk to you later.